Good evening, East Alabama. Welcome into the Locker Room. I'm Namath Pitts. We welcome you in on this Monday afternoon. It is officially a holiday week, but needless to say, the Locker Room still continues this week for 3 days. We will be here today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And this week we have let me just put it this way. We are starting the week with our big EAN summer giveaway. We've been teasing this, guys, for really over a month now, maybe even longer to that. And just so you guys know what's going on, in order to be entered in our EAN giveaway, you had to like and follow our page. You had to follow other businesses' pages as well. And you had to, interact with us on our Facebook page, interact with content, let us know that, hey, you're keeping up with us. So just so you guys know that this is not the drawing. This is just me showing you guys that these names are different. For instance, this right here is Mike Sandifer, and this is Mike. Okay, I'm just proving that the names are different so that you guys know. Now, you could be entered more than once. We have Anna Garrett Bush. We have Danielle Poole Ballinger. So that's 3 separate names right there. We've also got Leanne Anderson. We've also got Christy Jones. And there's a lot of other names. Melinda Reeves. So a lot of names. Now I'm going to put these back in here because later on at the end of our show today, I'm going to draw the winner at the very end. But in order to be entered into this, you had to like and follow our page. Just so you know, going ahead and mixing this up too so that those ones I just put back in get mixed up real well. And we will give away a winner at the end of the show today. Now, to start the week, we're going to talk about football. We're going to look at a couple different classifications, a couple different regions of local teams. I'm going to go ahead and give you a way too early predictions. Namath loves predictions, Pitts Pick'ems. And we're going to go ahead and give you a little Pitts Pick'ems to start the summer, the month of July right here. And we're going to talk about volleyball tomorrow. We'll give you a little Pitts Pick'em on volleyball tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're going to be joined in studio by Jason Boatman with the officials for football. He's going to bring another guest in that officiates with them. And we're just going to talk about football officials, why there's a need for it, what the average salary is for a football official, how you can get connected with them. They have their first meeting coming up next week, end of next week. So Jason's going to join us in studio Wednesday to tell you more about that. All right, so we're going to start the week by looking at football areas and going ahead and doing a little Pitts Pick'ems. So let's start by going to Class 1A. And we're not going to look at every single classification from north to south, just a couple different ones I picked out that involve East Alabama teams. So let's go ahead and go to Class 1A. All right, the first region we have is a 6-team region. Was supposed to be 7, but TCC school shut down. So we go to a 6-team region right here. And this 6-team region consists of Fayetteville, the Wolves, Donahoe, the Falcons, Victory Christian Lions, Wadley, Winterboro, and Woodland. So let's start here. Obviously, you start with Fayetteville. Fayetteville is entering year number 13 under Coach John Limbaugh. They play, of course, at Farm Links Field out in Sylacauga. Fayetteville has not made the playoffs since 2019, so they are looking to get back in the playoffs. For the Donahoe Falcons, they entered their first season under Coach Bill Smith, also known as William Smith's his first name. Goes by Bill, though. But Coach Smith comes to them from Talladega. Of course, Coach Smith's been at Talladega, Huffman, Fayette County, Mumford, Shades Valley, Crossville. Overall, last 2 seasons, he was at Talladega. A little bit of a rough stint, but looking for a bright future ahead at Donahoe. And, they play up on the mountain. Also in this area is Victory Christian, Victory Christian, by the way, is entering a new reign with Coach Matt Griffiths. So Matt Griffiths will take over this season. It'll be his first year. Last year, Victory Christian went 4-6. So far, Fayetteville, Donahoe, and Victory Christian, all 3 of these teams missed the playoffs last year. So just something to keep an eye on. Now, Wadley returns arguably the best running back in Class 1A in Wilkes, and he's going to be really good. Wadley, of course, coached by Coach Shannon Motley, who does a great job down at Wadley. Took over in 2019. Since Coach Motley took over in 2019, the team's made the playoff every season under him. Made the state championship back in 2021 under Coach Motley. He was at Chambers County back in 2012. But Wadley obviously looks to be one of the more experienced teams. Also in this area, Winterboro. Winterboro also missed the playoffs last year, but they do have some experience coming back, and they got that TCC merge. That's something to keep an eye on here for Coach Mansfield, who's entering I believe this is his 5th year at Winterboro, and he's going to have that merge from TCC. So Winterboro is going to have some TCC athletes this year. And then the final team dropping back from 2A back to 1A is the Woodland Bobcats. Now, Woodland, again, was at 1A a couple years ago, went back up to 2A. They come back down to Class 1A. Kevin Smith is entering his first season at Woodland, and Coach Kevin Smith looking to get this team. Woodland last year went 3-7, 1-9 the year before that. So when I look at this region, guys, what I love about this is there's 5 of these 6 teams that did not make the playoffs last year. Just let that sink in for a second. 5 of these 6 teams did not make the playoffs a year ago, which means, well, we could see 4 new teams that didn't make the playoffs a year ago make them this year. All right, Namath Pitts Pick'em's early prediction for Class 1A Region 6. I'm going to predict that the winner of Class 1A Region 6 will be Wadley. I'm going to predict that Wadley is going to be the team that wins this region. The other playoff teams, I'm going to predict that Winterboro makes the playoffs. I'm going to predict that Donahoe makes the playoffs. And I'm going to predict that Woodland makes the playoffs. So those are the 4 teams that I am predicting to make the playoffs. Although Victory Christian or Fayetteville, maybe Coach Limbaugh right here, dropping down from 2A to 1A, it could help them. Last time they made the playoffs, back was 2019. So we will see. But, or matter of fact, I don't know. I don't think I'm twice about this. I could see Victory Christian, Fayetteville, Winterboro, and Wadley. I mean, I really think this region's wide open. I don't think it's wide open. I think Wadley's going to win the region, but I think it's wide open in terms of who makes playoffs. Okay. Either way, I'm just going to say Wadley's going to win the region. The other 4 of those are up for grabs. All right, let's stay, though. Let's move to our next region. Let's look at 2A Region 7 right here, guys. We have a 7-team region featuring Cedar Bluff. They are making the move up from 1A to 2A. Also in this region section, we have Pisgah, we have Gaston, we have Pleasant Valley Raiders, we have North Sand Mountain, and we have Sandrock. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this region. Let's start with Cedar Bluff, of course, coached by Coach Garrett Crane. He took over last year, and it was not necessarily the Cedar Bluff standard last year. Things did not go the way that Cedar Bluff would like for them to have went. So needless to say, they're looking to bounce back, but it is a traditional program that is used to making the playoffs, so they're looking to get back to that form this year. And so again, coached by Coach Crane. Gaston's coached by Derek Sewell coming over from West End. That's definitely going to spark a lot of excitement for them. Look at North Sand Mountain. They're being took over by Jay Lipscomb. Coach Lipscomb taking over North Sand Mountain this season. Coach Lipscomb's obviously been an assistant before that. Also in this area, or region, is Sandrock. So Sandrock's another team right here. Really good in a couple different sports, but Alan Heath leads Sandrock. Coach Heath has been at Sandrock since 2020. Looking at Pisgah, everybody knows Pisgah's probably the powerhouse in this region, in my opinion. Coach Luke Pruitt does a great job out there. Coach Pruitt has been at Pisgah now, guys, since 2018, so entering another season. Pleasant Valley, coached by Coach Jonathan Nix. And then the final team in this area is Section, and Section is coached by Coach Riley Edwards. And Section is entering I believe this is going to be their 2nd season under him. He went 2-8 a year ago. All right, Section did not make the playoffs last year. Sandrock did not make the playoffs last year. North Sand Mountain, I believe North Sand Mountain, that is the Bison, by the way. They have one of the coolest mascots. They did make the playoffs last year, lost in the first round. Gaston did not. Cedar Bluff. So when I look at this, Pisgah, I'm going ahead and picking Pisgah to be the region champion. But my 2 is going to be Pleasant Valley. I think Pleasant Valley is going to host a playoff game this year. I'm going Pisgah 1, Pleasant Valley 2, and 3 and 4. I think Cedar Bluff's going to find a way to get back in there, so I'm going with Cedar Bluff. And I got to tell you right now, I'm liking that excitement of Coach Sewell at Gaston, but I would say Gaston or Sandrock, one of those 2. Oh, this North Sand Mountain's right there. I don't know. That's tough. All right, I think 4 is a wild card, but I feel pretty good about, you could say 3 is a wild card. I feel pretty good about Pisgah and Pleasant Valley, though. That's going to be 1, 2. After that, I think it's a mix. You could go with any of those teams. All right, let's take a look and move up. Let's look at 3A Region 6. We got a 9-team region right here. Glencoe entering another season with Scott Martin. Piedmont entering their 2nd year with Jonathan Miller. J.B. Pennington, guys, just now hired a new head coach. They don't even have a head coach until here the past couple of weeks. But J.B. Pennington did officially make that hire, so they'll be entering their first year with a new head coach in a tough region. So J.B. Pennington is Jordan Cantrell's taking over for them. Sacs entering their second season with Coach Alfonso Freeney. You also got Westbrook Steve Smith right there entering his second season. Coach Finley, Chris Finley, again another season at Ohatchee. Coach Ken Cofer enters his second season at Weaver. And Jeff Smith at Wellborn. Gosh, I can't tell you how many years now this is for Coach Smith at Wellborn. I believe Coach Smith is now, this has got to be, he took over in 2009. So if I do the math real quick in my head, I believe this is year 16 at Wellborn for Coach Jeff Smith. So how about this? Cofer, second season at Weaver. Freeney, second season at Sacs. Miller, second season at Piedmont. Smith, second season at Westbrook. And, Locust Fork. Yeah, I can't forget about Locust Fork. Locust Fork had an historical year last year, or historic year. Coach Billy Adams does a great job for them. He's took over back in 2021. This will be his fourth year. In those 3 seasons so far, he's 22-12, made the playoffs twice, made the quarterfinals this past season before falling to the team that, well, most people fall to in the playoffs, 5 Red Devils. So you can't knock your head about that. All right, I'm going to be very blunt about this region. I think this region is wide open. I think it's strong, but I don't think it's as strong as back in like 2016 to 2022 probably. That's when these regions were really like Piedmont, Sacs, Wellborn, Weaver, those teams were like tight. Weaver hasn't made the playoffs since 2019 or since Coach Hamby retired. Ohatchee missed the playoffs last year. Wellborn did make the playoffs last year, fell in the first round, but they do lose, of course, some key pieces. No Screws is gone at quarterback. They're obviously losing Carlos, I think Carlos Hope is coming back. I'm not sure, but they do lose some key pieces. But Isaiah Emerson, I think, is going to step up at quarterback, do a good job. Kyle Bright's going to be a big player for them. Jackson Newton's getting some recruiting publicity. Ethan Carroll's going to be great at tight end. Ohatchee, man, I like what Coach Finley has. I think Robertson's going to be a good quarterback for them. They had a lot of guys step up last year. Westbrook, I think the sky's the limit for Westbrook. I think there's going to be a big step up from year 1 to year 2 under Westbrook. Then for Sacs, obviously, going to be a lot of changes for Freeney again, but I think they're going to get better. Locust Fork, everybody's high on Locust Fork, but I really think they got a really good quarterback, really good linebacker. And I'm not diminishing who they played last year. Like, I want to try to be very respectful in saying this because we don't want to say anything that would be, rude or anything negative. But last year, just to put things into perspective for Locust Fork, they were in a region with Gaston, Holly Pond, Cleveland, West End, Pleasant Valley, Southeastern. This region is levels above that region. So the level of competition that they're going to have to play. And then in the playoffs, they played North Sand Mountain. Wasn't very good. And Sologent is So the level of competition is going to be completely different. And same for J.B. Pennington. I mean, it's just going to be a different type of experience every week for these two teams. Piedmont's going to be better under Jonathan Miller. They really are. And he had to deal with so much last year that most coaches don't have to deal with in year one. And so, man, you got to applaud him for the culture he's trying to continue to build there. And then Glencoe under Scott Martin, they're kind of the wild card. I don't think a lot of people are even really talking about Glencoe, but want to see what improvements Martin now makes from year 2 to year 3, because everybody was saying year 3 would be the year. All right, I look at this one. I think there's 5 teams here that are competing for the playoffs. I think it's Piedmont, Westbrook, Ohatchee, Weaver, and Wellborn. I think those are the five teams. I'll tell you where I'm at on this. Piedmont, got to stay healthy. And also, who are they losing? Who have they added? They got to stay healthy. Westbrook, don't think anybody really knows what Steve Smith's got, but we know he's got it. So what kind of jump do they make it from year 1 to year 2 in terms of physicality, culture, just player development? I think Westbrook's going to be – I really like Westbrook, man. I got to tell you, I really see a team that did make the playoffs last year hosting a playoff game this year. Ohatchee, man, 21 seniors. That is a lot of seniors for Coach Finley. Got to talk about them as a potential team that could, beat Westbrook in overtime last year, had Piedmont right there. Maybe they take the jump. For Coach Cofer, they need a we can do this moment. They've got the skills. They've got the athletes. The big two biggest things for Weaver is this. Catching the ball. I've noticed Keyshawn Allen catches it. But outside of that, things get a little hazy. But also, they need that game, that moment, that team that they're not supposed to beat, whether it's Wellborn in their first region game, whether it's Ohatchee, whether it's Westbrook, Piedmont. They need that we can do this moment that tells them confidently. They need that confidence. Say, hey, we can do this. They do have a good buddy of mine, Scott, hiding out there now, helping them out. He knows the game of football real well. Coach Cofer does a good job. Got a great staff. You go down the line at the coaches, assistant coaches they have, Coach Fulmer, Coach Harper. I mean, just down the line, really good coaches at Weaver. And then for Coach Smith, there's been some rumblings this summer. I don't know much of that, but I know this. Anderson's at quarterback. Bright's going to be good for them. And you know they're going to be physical. They're going to run their offense, and they're going to run it really, really good. So I really think that I could see Piedmont, Westbrook, Ohatchee, or Wellborn winning this region. I don't think Weaver will win this region. I think Weaver could get in the playoffs, though. But I could see Ohatchee win the region. I could see Westbrook. I could see Piedmont. Wellborn, could. So we'll just have to see. I don't think, again, I'm going to be locker room material for Locust Fork. That's okay. JB Pennington. But I don't really think those two teams, because of the experience, just the physicality, different things, I just think it's going to be different for them. And I think those teams are going to reign. For Sachs, I still think you got to develop a little more under Freeney. And for Martin, I don't know. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Glencoe, what they've got coming back. So I'm not doing justice to Coach because I don't know what he has. He could be the guy that is the huge wild card in this. I'm not sure. But that's how I feel about 3A Region 6. All right, guys. So that is the first three regions we're going to look at. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about 4 more regions. And then after that, we've got our big EAN summer giveaway. So do not go away. We continue on this holiday week. We'll be right back.
We live in a world that moves quickly. And while we are able to connect faster than ever through technology, maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. A place to use the gifts and talents God has given you. A place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
We continue on the locker room on this Monday afternoon. We've got our big EAN summer giveaway. Woo-woo! Coming up in our next segment. Don't go away. I'm getting us all prepared. If we did the winner right now, it would be... I'm not going to tell you. All right, so... we got that coming up next segment. Again, I'm going to give it a... You know how you used to shake the 8 ball? Will there be a EAN summer giveaway winner today? Yes. All right, we got that coming up next. All right. Let's get back into our predictions for the football season this fall. Let's get right back into things. We're picking up in Class 4A. We stopped at 3A. We're going to pick up in 4A. All right, let's take a first look at our region right here in 4A Region 3. Got Talladega. They're entering their first season under Coach Dorsey. Tallahassee also going to have a new head football coach this fall. Coach Easley back at Mumford. Booker T. Washington's coach gone. They got a new coach dropping to Region 3. Cleveland County. Now, they're not dropping, but they're moving regions over here with some of our teams. Cleveland County. They're also new football coach this season as well. Bullitt County. Hanley, Coach Strain. And then St. James, new head football coach this season. So you got St. James, new coach, Cleveland County, new coach, Booker T. Washington, new coach, Tallahassee, new coach, Talladega, new coach, Bullitt County. I'm not sure on Bullitt County. But right now, my way too early winner in this region, I'm still leaning towards one of these 3 teams on the right, whether it's Booker T., St. James, or Hanley. I think it could be any of those 3 teams right there. I would probably lean Booker T. right now. Hanley maybe in the mix. I'm leaning Booker T. though. But 4 playoff teams, Booker T., St. James, Hanley, then let Mumford, Cleveland County, Bullitt County, Talladega, and Tallahassee fight it out for the final playoff spot. And the way that goes, we'll see. I think Talladega is going to be much improved. Tallahassee's not going to be bad. I think Mumford will be better. Cleveland County should be better. Bullitt County, I'm really not sure. But right now, 4A Region 3, I'm leaning Booker T. Washington with St. James and Hanley in the playoffs. Wild card for the rest. All right, let's take a look at our second 4A region. Let's move up to the north at Region 6. We got Alexandria, Anniston, Asheville, Aniana, Hoax Bluff, Etowah, White Plains, and Cherokee County. Alexandria last year, bad. Like, that is as bad gets for Alexandria. So there's only one way to go up. Well, I mean, I guess technically if you won 0 games, you could go down. But there's one way up, okay? We're going up for Alexandria. Anniston entering their second season, and so under Coach Rico. So Rico Jackson, I think they're going to be good. I like those uniform combination they released, by the way, too. Asheville, second year under Coach Shepard. We'll see what they do. Etowah entering their first year with Coach Peavy. They got a really good quarterback, but outside of that, I don't really know what's going to happen. Hoax Bluff, I think Hoax Bluff's going to be really good this year. Aniana, they lose Fluff Bothwell. White Plains, man, I got to tell you, Coach Jennings has got some dudes, man. They've been going to these camps that are really taking it serious. I think that's what they need right now. They need guys that are willing to come out and play that haven't played, and they need guys that are willing to buy into the process of playing. Hey, they want to be successful in football. Everybody knows White Plains is a basketball school. They've been a softball school for a long time. But to make the playoffs the first year in baseball, we're going to see if Jennings can get them in the playoffs in football. And then Cherokee County, yeah, they do lose, of course, Jacob Cornejo, but they still got some really good guys coming back. The Tittle brothers are going to be really good for them. All right, right now, my favorite to win this area right now, I got to be honest with you guys. Right now, I think it's between Anniston and Cherokee County. I think it's between those two. That's who I think it's between right now. And I think both of those are a lock to make the playoffs. The other two spots, I think Hoax Bluff is going to get one of those spots. So it comes down to Alexandria, Asheville, Aniana, Etowah, and White Plains. I don't know between those teams. They got to fight it out. I think Etowah, again, has got a really good quarterback. But what can you do around that? Coach Ginn, man, I don't know what they got. It was rough last year. Again, there's guys coming up, but are they still young? Are they too young? We're going to see. Asheville, same thing. Aniana, and then White Plains, I think is going to be better. But I still think Anniston, kind of Cherokee County, Hoax Bluff, that's the order I'm liking right now. All right, let's move to 5A. Jacksonville is moving up to 5A. Coach Clint Smith's team. Who's their quarterback going to be? That's what everybody's asking. I don't do rumors. All right, Center Point right here, dropping from 6A to 5A. Moody, the Blue Devils, are right there. Leeds, those teams been going at it, Moody and Leeds, for a long time. Lincoln, that tenacious defense under Coach Matt Zedeker. Coach Clint Smith and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. St. Clair County. How about St. Clair County, by the way? I don't buy into the 7-on-7 stock, but because there's not linemen in front of you and defenders running at you in your face. But St. Clair County had a great showing at the Gadsden City 7-on-7, and then Springville is right there. I think personally the 4 teams for the playoffs is set. I do. I think it's Center Point, Moody, Leeds, and Jacksonville. That's the 4 teams I think they're going to make the playoffs. Moody's my favorite to win the region right now, but we'll see. I like Moody right now. All right, let's move to 6A. Take a look at Oxford's region. You got Oxford, Huffman, Pell City. No Rush Probst. Nick Gentry taking over Pell City. Clay Chalkville also got a new head coach. He's gone the state champion is now at Hoover. Going to try to turn that program back around. Mountain Brook comes into this region. Pinson Valley, Shades Valley. Right now, I think the region championship game is Oxford and Clay Chalkville. I think those two are going to finish 1-2 right there. After that, I think Mountain Brook's the lock, and then Pinson Valley, Shades Valley, Pell City, and Huffman are fighting for that 4th spot. I don't know. I don't know who would get in between those 4. I think Oxford, Clay Chalkville, and Mountain Brook are a lock. I think Oxford's going to have the best team Sam Adams has had yet, and I actually think they can knock off Clay Chalkville. Although I still hear people saying Clay Chalkville, Clay Chalkville, Clay Chalkville, I think Oxford's going to get it done this year. I'm going with Sam Adams' team right there in 6A Region 6. All right, so that is just 7 regions that I chose to talk about today. Tomorrow we're going to do the same thing for volleyball. We're going to break down the volleyball areas, and I'll give you a little Pitts Pick'ems, a little rat poison for a couple teams. But I'll tell you what we have that is good outside of me making predictions is our EAN Summer Giveaway, and it is coming up in just a minute. If the winner was right now, it would be... I ain't going to tell you. We'll tell you the real winner in just a minute. We'll be right back.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We are back on the Locker Room on this Monday afternoon, and it is time to give away the winner of our EAN Summer Giveaway. All right, and the winner is, can I get a drum roll, please? I don't hear a drum roll, so that means not yet. All right, we're going to wait just a little bit longer before we give away the winner of this. But by the way, though, I do hold the destinies of all these men and women right here in my one hand, not two hands. But may the odds ever be in their favor. All right, before we give away the winner, let's go ahead and show you guys what we're giving away. We've got a cooler from Camping World. Love it. Love Camping World coolers. By the way, look at this thing. It's super nice, right? You about to go to the beach? This would be a good addition. Got a Southern Girl Coffee, Cochran & Company hat. How about On Time Fashions with these cool hats? Now, I know I told Lisa I'd wear this hat. But Lisa, my head's a little too big, so it didn't fit. Still On Time Fashions, though. Nice hats. Got a Southern Girl Coffee in the main olive shirts. Speaking of the main olive, we've got some oil from them. So make sure we give a little love to them right there. All right. We've got a float down here that you can't see that is from the Pool Doctor. And we've also got this nice flamingo right here. I'd love to have this. This flamingo right here is from Marie's Pool Store. All right. Marie's Pool Store's got the nice flamingo. And this hat on me right now is from the Tackle Box in Oxford. And then we've also got $25 gift certificate to Duggar Mountain Fudge and Coffee. We've got a gift card to Roadside Grill in Piedmont. We've got, and by the way, that Roadside Grill, $50. Right? I mean, come on, $50. We got a gift card to Small Cakes, cupcakes right there, for a 6-pack, not a beer, cupcakes. Much better. Got a $25 gift card to Hooligan Harley Davidson. How about Brown's Buns Tannin, baby? We're going to get Brown. Yep, they got us a nice little, how about this $50 card right there? Also, gift certificate right here to Glamour Studio. Miss Angie Bentley, thank you for joining us. She gave us a $50 shampoo cut in style. All right, how about tags and more? Give us a dealership tag, which is a $50 value, or 2 customized tags at up to $25 a piece. How about this? Also, $25 gift card to Cochran & Company. Also, Southern Girl Coffee gave us a nice gift card for $50. That's a lot of white mochas I can get right there. Get that back in there. Jacksonville Nutrition gave us a tea or shake. All right, I'm struggling, guys. I just got to get this thing back in here. All right, Jacksonville Nutrition gave us a free tea or shake. Gotta love free shakes, right? 1 month of tanning at Jacksonville Tanning. I need that. I got like a white line that starts like somewhere around here and ends somewhere around there, and it needs tanning. All right, how about Full Life Shop right here? Give us a $25 gift card. Got Roots, by the way, Lori Thomas does a great job at Got Roots. Give us a free shampoo and conditioner treatment for women, free shampoo and haircut for men. She specializes in color and fade cuts. 17 years experience with Lori Thomas over at Got Roots. Angel Cakes Creamery, how about that right there? Give us a little gift card as well, $20. And then how about Cray Fit Dance Fitness? 1 month of free month dance fitness. I need that. My girlfriend asked me earlier today, she's stretching and warming up before she went to her ballet class, and she said, will you do some planks with me? And she made it longer than me. I need to go see Cray Fit Dentist. All right, Cray Fit Dance Fitness. Got it right. All right, took a second. All right, speaking of, though, I do want to thank all of our sponsors that were part of our EAN Summer Giveaway. Again, of course, Tags and more. Got Roots Hair Salon, Cray Fit Dance Fitness, Jacksonville Tanning Salon, Small Cakes, Small Cupcakery and Creamery, Small Cakes Cupcake and Creamery. Gosh, Namath. You know, I went to Welborn. It adds up sometimes. Hooligan Harley Davidson, Cochran & Company, Full Plus Life, Pool Doctor Custom Pools, Southern Girl Coffee, Glamour Studio, Duggar Mountain Fudge and Coffee, Rainouts, The Main Olive, Roadside Grill, The Tackle Box, On Time Fashions, Marie's Pull Store, Brown Buns Tanning, Jacksonville Nutrition, Angel Cakes Creamery, and Camping World. I think that's everything. Is it time? I'm just waiting for them to tell me it's time. Is it time? Y'all comment right now. Let me know. Is it time? It's time. All right, with that being said, let's give away a winner, shall we? Let's do it. All right, mixing it up. Got to get it real mixed up. Got to make sure this thing's real randomized. All right. All right. And the Lord guided my hand to the name of this person, right? Here. We've got a winner. Oh, I can feel the chills in my body. This is only fitting, guys. Anybody got a middle name that rhymes with Pull and might be Pull? Miss Danielle Pull Bollinger, hope I got that right, is our winner of our EAN Summer Giveaway. Congratulations, Danielle. Only fitting that our middle name is Pull, considering we're giving away some cool Pull stuff. All right, so Danielle is our EAN Summer Giveaway winner. Danielle, congratulations. We will be reaching out to you here soon, and we will set up a time next week to meet you at Camping World, where we will give you all of these fabulous prizes from all of our different sponsors. Congratulations, Danielle. You are the winner. Now, Danielle, again, we'll be reaching out to you, and that person would have been next. All right, Danielle, again, congratulations. That's going to do it for us today. Our EAN Summer Giveaway is Danielle Pull Bollinger. Hope I pronounced that name right. If I didn't, I apologize, Danielle. All right, guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow in the locker room. Other than that, have a great afternoon, and thank you for participating in our EAN Summer Giveaway.